Move to next, that is your arbitrary argument list. It is the another type of passing an argument to a function. So in Python programming, it supports an additional feature called as variable length arguments, or you can say arbitrary arguments. So thus in user defined functions in Python programming, the variable length need not be fixed. During the function call, more than number of arguments can be passed, and for this purpose star operator and operator star should be used. Multiple arguments are maintained by using tuples. So an star or an asterisk is used for this purpose, is placed before the variable name that holds the value of all non-keyword variable arguments. It is also called variable length arguments. This tuple remains empty if no additional arguments are specified during the function call. So here is the syntax that the function by def keyword following by the def keyword function name, then a formal arguments, and with the star it is the type of variable length arguments. So this is an variable length argument or arbitrary argument, and asterisk sign is placed before the variable name. Okay, so let's have an example of this. This is the example. Here I am explaining two examples. One is this and second one is this. First of all, let's see this. In this function I am just using a function. The first variable is passing a name and second one is star value. See how it works if when you call list by writing function name and passing the value 45, only one value is passed. That's why it shall simply print the name and value is blank. See, here is the first output, that is 45 and blank. As this is represents as a tuple, so it is now no value is passed further, that's why it is blank. In next calling function, what I did, I passed 4 values. So in this particular case, what will happen, 56 is considered as the value of name and rest all will considered as the value of this arbitrary argument. Okay, that means 89, 90 and 67 is considered as a tuple. Okay, so let me show you example by running this. See, here's the example of this. This is the example. Same thing I write here, just I run it, and when I change, when I pass multiple values, like I'm passing many values. Okay. I'm using comma. Okay, so now let's try to run it. See what will happen. The first value, that is 23, is printed and the name, and rest values will considered as a whole tuple. Okay, so here's the functioning of variable length, parameters and arguments. What the second function says, when I am see, first of all, order can be changed of like arbitrary argument. Order can be changed, like it can be your first or second, but its functioning can't be changed. Like if you are using arbitrary argument as a first parameter and second is your normal parameter, then it will consider only one value that is that you are provided, and another values for that arbitrary argument. Let's see this by an example. See, here I am defining a function in which first parameter is a argument type variable, and second I am just passing a value, that is Monica. When I try to print this value, it will print Monica, and when it will check the values, next for loop is for as different values for present in the variable, that is variable type arguments. Simply I'll print val and return. When I call this function, it will, what will happen, I am passing 3 values. First of all, it will print the value of this val, that is Monica. After that, it will print the all values which I passed from here. Okay, so here is the functioning of the second example in the variable length arguments or arbitrary arguments. Hope you have clear this topic. Now move to next, that is your lambda expressions. What are lambda expressions, or you can say anonymous functions? Okay, these functions are also called anonymous function. So in Python, a user defined function without name is also allowed. If you don't want to specify the name of function, then you can do that. This type of function is called as anonymous function. So anonymous functions are not defined with def keyword. Instead, lambda keyword is used. For this purpose, we will use lambda keyword. These functions consist of only one expression. The lambda functions can be used in the program like other user defined functions. In anonymous function definition, multiple arguments are allowed, but only one value can be returned. So the syntax have an syntax like lambda, then arguments, then expression. So this will work how small functions can be created with lambda keyword. Here we will use lambda keyword. For anonymous functions, lambda expressions, and anonymous functions are same. So next, let's have an example of this. Here I am using this function. In this function, I am using a lambda expression. Lambda, how? Just by writing x, what it says, the function returns a multiply of two arguments. Here I am saying what my expression will do. It will multiply the number. Lambda function is restricted to a single expression. Yes, it is compulsory that these function consist of only one expression. So let's see the example of lambda function. Let me make another program for you. Suppose I have a variable bm and I am just making a lambda function. If I want to pass multiple arguments and specify the function in it, x comma y, and y specifies x star y. Okay, and I'm passing two numbers, 10 and 20. Next, I want to print the values. Simply, values are n1 comma n2, and for how to call lambda expressions, for that I am writing print result is, that is m, and by passing two values that I am defining, that is n1 and n2. Now try to run it, see how it works. See here what will happen, values are, that is 10 and 20, and when it called lambda function, it will the cursor control will pass to this expression, and this expression, what it says that it will multiply the number. So result is 200. So here is the program of lambda functions or anonymous function. Hope you have cleared about this concept. Now move to next, that is your return statement. Return statement is basically used to return the values from the user defined functions to the calling statement. For this purpose, return keyword is used at the end of the function to return the values. Okay, so as in previous programs, I have used return statement many times. Next, here are some examples of returning values. Like you can return a single value, see, return 100, a constant value. You can return a list, and you can return values more than one by the comma. So move to next is our recursive functions. So what is recursive functions? Before that, I have make a program of returning m values. Let me show you this example by running this program. That is,